We have that big conversation with the Honorable Charles Odiawonto Bisiu, former secretary to the Inter-ministerial Committee on Small Scale Mining. Na yenino Edin Komo. Honorable Latinasi in the studio. Mame Emanache. It's been a while. The last time Obahana was your Kwako General Secretary. You drew across Small Stadium or recently the decision, no, sir, when you're Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Eradiado, maybe I fine. You're looking good. Eradiado, you're looking good.
Thank you.
Kessben. Take credit to say. Very well. Very well.
Mokobi. So I don't come here. Look at tiny children.
I know. I took you by surprise. Okay. This weekend. Exactly. I see. That's fine. But we are grateful for your time. Yeah, that's to say you're from this conversation is very important. Galamsey, illegal mining.
Yes.
Where did you start from?
But I say, Mecha Etefu na which is that in Indose, I mean, we could read the baby. Memes or Bible Muza or Sinya Obo Yankoponunsu and Anasasun.
Okay.
Yami Ushrak. And the president and the manifesto 2016 MPP has been or the shame the artisanal and small scale mining sector. We're going to restructure it.
Okay.
About the Galamsey, why issue why a system. Ubia about trying this. Into Numun, you been the president also over class into a form Inter-ministerial Committee. No form them committee or kada ministers 10 and was one boom.
Okay.
There when you train when you the major one cabinet ministers. Oh, you saw small ministers the in a secretary no.
Okay.
Young call around the country. Even though we knew the problem. They shared the enormity of it, name from boom, name from course. Once journalists were boy, I think the coalition, media coalition, exactly. Until then, Upia no why issue amen. Mandata President the man Inter-ministerial Committee in the Yenshena sanitize restructure area. See, committee ye be frying for bay or the painful boom nazi. You know, there was a roadmap towards solving the problem.
Okay.
2-year ban before roadmap and ban. No, they consolidate ma why with veteran licenses na zina training and only be or a Takwa School of Mines. But then identification of the problem was key to actually finding a solution to it.
Okay.
Some of the problems in the bureaucracy count. One, say law is the license no, it does 6 months, 60 days for Minerals Commission. We are on call of friend and minister for 3 months.
Okay.
Now, 90 days per the loan. Then your own license. But we have the license wait be 4 years, 5 years. No, so comes in on to Munchen. Into bed no boko kutu on illegal mine. And the law says that mining without a valid license makes it illegal. And so that's one of them. And the two, so the agencies in Ijra, to be in isolation. For example, Eco Forestry Commissioner, more entry permits. No more entry permits now. On supervisor there, Aqua Minerals Commissioner, Akaji license and San Erica mine.
Okay.
A mine around the water body. It changed the course of the river. Water Resources Commission, I don't want more permits. Forestry say, but I don't want more BB of service permits. So there are levels of Nzama or there, Japan.
And we have laws backing all these things.
Yes, exactly. But then we were not actually triggering them. That's hence the president bringing the forming the Inter-ministerial Committee, which was an ad hoc committee, to see because about the agencies they fall within the ministries. Into the ministries, at any point in time. For example, Interior and what? Defense. Operation Vanguard. Chieftaincy, information, reorganization, only local government were moving together because you tour across the country. DC's womb, Ahimfu, but you are now check. We into Bonda Dambuchi, Haja Alima, Kofi Jamesi, Udima Kutin,
and the local government, for all of that.
Abasokujo Ponkruma, no so Orbo de Roho, sanitation, no Kahun. So Obiawo, Aza Nori. see, you the nominee of the pro in near the you prefer or your roadmap to Ben. The professors Binazi or UMAT, Netech, and they did this at no cost to the state. Because once we flew there, was a woman, Mobuzina, Professor Kuma, former Vice Chancellor, UMAT, Professor Mankwa, now Vice Chancellor, Megbe, Alhassan, what also Simmons, Adwa, what also when you now obey, go now, your true roadmap,
okay,
now your crawl, or your international conference center, your car outdoing. Within the roadmap, we tried to take out human intervention, human involvement. You're limited because if you have bribe job, no be delay, no piano some, so it causes a problem. And to stop that, and we be offering Galam stop.
Okay,
the government spent money to put that together, and the Galam stop. All the agencies in Bobum. Into itself, Minerals Commission, Eco Forest no more entry permitter, Obiabum. Pochata so Obiabum into end dodging and catch a forestry into gold. Because what there's a technology in your noja, no akasho, no akadada, hindi, non cra, and then Okawa domain permit. And the word permitting it's operative to be there, also room, but it doesn't mean the room. Or the Minerals Commission. See, Obis watch that, I mean, technocrats, Obi to watch that way in your ne as an oiden or codon. Now, into drones, a galam stop. I mean, they use, but a cabinet no G2. Number 2, drones. Over 200 drones, and they to long range ones are autumn cover 200 kilometers. And then 144 drone pilots were trained. You train one, civil aviation will train one, and with UMAT. UMAT more certificate. The major man, the bond half year and young people no fee your phone with mining areas.
Yeah.
What here medical tests the whole puni unde there's a correlation between some liver or kidney problems.
In the mining areas.
I spoke to Prof. No, I think we need to do a research in that direction because no so because mercury no we use them and then we move on to that. Yeah, so as the European Space Agency bay.
Okay.
We use satellite imagery. What to share or hear them areas in Antibotuma.
The general sites.
Share. On a year vetting into what banner we were vetting. I screen.
Okay.
How many times you've been there and attach the earth was reported. Okay, the gentleman Krobe no Zakushi, Ubi in Achin, watching the talk or Upia no catch boss Obiako Amon Zakushi. The people know what they're doing. And that alone prepared them. Because the law says that and the more task there, mine and and small scale man, it is for the Ghanaian and the PNDC law 218.
Okay.
It is for the Ghanaian to foreigners. And the problem during that vetting, when you see the Ghanaian on your license now, we only Scots Bay into a dog a foreigner or no my Chinese nibum. Into within the roadmap, we actually looked at certain things like your use of the geological survey, whereby check the quantum of gold beneath the surface of the ansana. Now, but my credit to my banks who are warm to go.
Okay.
So all these things were put in there. It doesn't mean that it should be done in a year, 2 years, but we have to travel the journey slowly and then make sure that you are sanitizing. Now trackers on excavators.
Okay.
We started them. Trackers, just free
operators.
Yes, at the cost to the state. You create maybe your flight hub into the drone, the satellite imagery, the trackers were linked to officer. So why I'm to so excavate an off the fenced area now.
Okay.
It's called geofencing. Near call center of fraud. Now if baby I one also that be so the people knew that baby record. That alone, the bond do baby there in baby you're fine. Because they knew that things were air pilots, drones and also within the district here from Crawford. So a lot was done. And the idea was that because it's an ad hoc committee, you had to travel to the ministry, the relevant ministry, which is lands and natural resources. So, and once we start community mine, because in the roadmap there was a community mine, the alternative life, even to the extent of exportation of gold, how it has to be dealt with, how we monetize all of it is in the roadmap. And see, the major one, is that one. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that then we need to be transparent in actually implementing it. We need to comply with it, the monitoring and all that, because Ghana yake system be there. Yeah, for Friday. Forming district mining committees. I remember myself, Kofi Jamesi, Prof. Nunya took on across the whole country, and then we formed district mining. But of your form district mining committee, boom. So I'm looking at them and say, why are we doing
something?
So the things that we've done to save the situation, it has to be a continuation. It's within the same government. If it's within the same government, only there more look like ABIA, because send this people away and what you're about idea shadow.
Yeah.
Pochata says, Suama, BBA do not end this fool when you become more obitre, bread or tukono. Why a PhD? We Nancy, sorry, doctor.
Yeah.
No, Abakada Shawan and on finance, they shouldn't even have that voice to speak, because Ejuma President Akufo-Addo they share ministers one some my to honor alliance ministry orient means the idea, but again no community mining no, how transparent are we doing it? Because Galam stopped no in the app no bo homa output sabi edamwa etumo download app no, but what level of abazi
understanding no
level of actually rights no it's limited until the Bioti Minerals Commission now oti forestry the technocrats or share what I need the
data center no
exactly what I need within my area na no. The mining companies, so we even said that every quarter or 6 months, no, until started to publish the status of all the mining companies. In the country. Why have we stopped doing it? Because say the within a certain area, you born one more way you do into sooner say
who to hold responsible.
Exactly, but I have not seen these things happening as Menkadawa says it, but I think that we need to be consistent, delve into it better.
So maybe sir, where you have come from with the fight against Galamsey, because the president gave the committee a very peculiar tax. With all these measures, are you saying, or will you say to Ghanaians, 80 on pay, say the plans, the measures, the blueprint, it has really sustained us in fighting the Galamsey menace.
Alternative livelihood. That was in there, and then under Haji Ali Mayebi. I think 1,500 people were trained and all that. And I've heard of a secretariat for alternative livelihood. Community mining or Kodo. There are things that are happening. Trackers, on the moon there, trackers are because LMBL case was in
yeah.
It's a tracker, there's no need for us to be grappling over it. So where are they? I'm not sure they do from no be some questions and I'm over.
Yeah.
Because the
more reason why
yes, so I should be held responsible that you've been negligent. Mama Kanata, but all these things are there. Galam stop all these things. So why haven't we used another non yet fit for purpose?
Inter-ministerial Committee, has it been collapsed?
No, I mean it was announced in cabinet. It was formed by cabinet. Meant the cabinet actually good, but however, an ad hoc committee. Okay, and then it tells.
And you didn't have a duration of mandate.
No. Okay, that's President Mutu Akade. And the Masana friend Inter-ministerial Committee, it's his prerogative. But the lands ministry is doing its job, which Abazi ministry it is doing its job. It doesn't mean that it form friend Inter-ministerial Committee. The roadmap is already there. Into either you comply, you make sure that the right thing is done. No one now you have transparency, but why you see more point you make, you see NDC workers' opinion was so one were repatriate a lot of Chinese. Okay, immigration so there between 2009 to now, 1,600 of foreigners Chinese were repatriated.
Yeah.
Okay, from 2017, to and 2019, 572
were repatriated.
Exactly, 35%. Okay, not your president. I asked mobile related. Around that time, able to check with immigration voluntarily. A lot of them left the country because the small scale mining or illegal mining was not lucrative anymore. The way I measure says they couldn't get access to it. We're rather empowering the Ghanaians to do it.
So why are they back into the system? So now no, the Chinese are back into our system. This time round, no, they have the effort and they are doing it with a lot of impudence, especially within the forest reserves.
You see, if seminar yet says I drink could we put them seminar may now I year Emma Zuboyeni offer in fifth number. Okay, so the Inter-ministerial Committee did a good job.
Okay,
the continuation is there. That's why I'm saying that in Zamana committee, if we then it means that the 10 ministers were negligent.
Yeah,
because where you are not okay, secretary implemented the day-to-day running of the thing. Into saying it was drawn aba, galam stop, yes, diaba. Na ubia shelf, na impedimia fufra. That's where the problem is.
Okay.
Then it means that the country is not going forward. That's what I'm saying. Me as secretary, I should be held responsible as well. Samanya ni year, but baby, you do know, Lands Ministry is doing a good job. We need to use the tools that were agreed by us, because International Conference Center mobile the president bought outdoor roadmap. So why are we taking some out and leaving some out? Is it because some?
But that is the question I would say, call, because you are also part of the NPP and the government, even though you are not holding a position in the government. But I must say, why would somebody in your absence, want to serve those reports?
No, I'm just saying that it's a Ghanaian thing. Okay. So if you say that, I should be able to, I stepped aside. So I'm not
into the operations anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I didn't want anything to do with it. But so I am young there. I start work as a day. It shouldn't be like this, because I can't year to and join the when you become, because if we do something in South Africa, which is the community mining. The president call South Africa 2019. One mines, deputy mines is also once work community mining be. Other countries are learning from us. Originators. We shouldn't actually deviate from what we're doing. So I am talking about the psychological bit, that the things are there. We did the theoretical aspect of putting the roadmap together.
Okay.
Eminent people, knowledgeable people put it together. We must adhere to it, comply with it. Whilst doing it, no idea about transparency. Transparency no until galam stop no be the margin. Because why is it that say what have we got to hide? The forest is already the resources. So when that picture is there, mine and the transparency was into own to for baby in your orient. But it's like if you have been system or CCS, but say you use as a test. No, I work. Okay. Then why are we not? Because CCM, not we're back to the Boko. Yeah,
back to the separate entities. So
there are loopholes there into Crawford Road, Forest Reserve. So we are back to where we are. And for me, I say this because in 2024, no, Yaboko campaign, and will be held by the manifesto that what
we promised the people with.
Okay, and that manifesto becomes a contract between us and them. And I need us to go back and tell them that we said A, B, C, D, we've achieved them. The ones that we were not able to do, there must be a cogent reason why we're not able to do it. Are you going to say it's COVID? Yes, it is a cogent. Is it the Ukraine war? It is fact. It is a code. Will affect baby in the America. The dollar is stronger. Now the pound is struggling against the dollar. So if the city is struggling against the dollar, these are cogent things that you. But if you are up as an area within your system to actually make sure you get there, that is how you communicate to the Ghanaian.
Okay, over 500 voluntarily women so F4 on their own, but repatriation no be a buyer during that time. No, but what has happened? Chinese are still here in their numbers, and then the issue of Aisha 1, the initial arrest. And say ye jai no wako ye and I say udwane ye, a lot of controversies. We do not really understand the genesis of Aisha 1 no and any issues are surrounded with her.
Okay, but that's it. Mama figure be messy 1,640.
Yes.
From the immigration service. Now, out of that, no, Inter-ministerial Committee time, no, and I think President forming that committee did a good job.
Okay.
Because say between 2009 to now, Pachoya, how many years? That's about
just about 10 to 11
years. Now within 2 years, okay, 572. That's 90% alone.
I see.
Of the entire 35% of it, but within that, 90% of it. Yeah. So it means that we were getting somewhere. And then a bit of immigration. I remember the figure, but voluntarily people left
the country.
The foreigners, they left. You see, it means that we did a good job. But now, I don't think we should.
Yeah.
But if we focus on her alone. Others will be doing it.
Okay.
As in a I see. Politicians
I see.
We need to be honest. As I said, with it. And he say, yeah, attitude. And I'm start missing your bonyankopon nabazi nasase yanusum banyanko. Indeed, if we're looking at it, I don't even want us to politicize it, because Galamsey is not a drug cartel. That is the only time political parties
unite.
Because what's the motivation? Okay. My more scenario, but when I was doing, I was the secretary.
Yeah.
Ebono yachi obio machine and yachi legal minus. Team Nichino reporter. I tried to take out the human interface and all that. Ebono debiana ma afro media ne ye chon mawaye and that's part of the transparency, because we don't say something here and then do otherwise on the field. International cooperation be Erastus Asare. Don't call the journalists came with us so that they would see what is up. So I think that we need to continue with that. Now, say during that time, say machine and illegal MPP so a youth organizer or you waba or pacho in Poba Pachoman MPP in the Pachoman NDC.
Oh, sir.
I be watching machine NDC or front to my Chinese. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, why am a political party? Why am you the party no wabanum? But also, I don't mission no on your non so yanakakra. That's how it is. Into dealing with the problem, if the problem has no political connotation, then you need to deal with it, not looking at taking political lenses. You get it now. Into a polling station in Oria the Madina, now sure has sorted them. Or maybe at 5,000 million or not 2,000 million. Now, sure, now, if you're being 1 million, 2 million, you think a politician or MPP, on Pancho Manyanko and this, on Jenanzunyaneza. So we need to first of all look at it as in a holistic way, or a man and then as I or your born. You know, crime swing political colors. When you look at it from that lens, you can do somehow with the problem.
Does that mean, say, within both political parties, as a committee, you came across people, politicians, and they were into it?
You see, so yes, Obinam Kwandro, Bondo Amroba.
That be
today, if you're watching,
yes,
Mama Garata in the act. So, it's a politician or ye Galamsey Nibia.
Yeah.
No, but no, you castle also Minyan Kunoy and Tishana Buano Mama. Ebia in Anazi. In the same vein, I'm Robin Wash's suit or Matai no new bonko fine. Chida call site in our kitchen. Nissa Suntina roadmap, the edition in the Galam stop no.
Okay.
Owners of concessions and directors. There's something called directors' duties, and I'm in corporate law.
In corporate law, yeah.
Company law, corporate law. Directors' duties. There's something called the veil of incorporation, into where there's culpability. You lift the veil. Look at
the other side, the person behind
and then
it.
you bring them and then punish them. Why would not being transparent in that? Into community manager, who owns them?
Who owns the concession?
Yes. So it needs to be transparent. You see, say, as in the okay. Mr. Speaker, Charles Bisu, no way directors of this company.
Okay.
Until within a certain radius, then should say, I will Mr. Speaker and Charles Bisu no hold him responsible because what you know, vets and concessions were one register or register general. So I went to Madam
Kessben.
Owari.
Okay.
I spoke to her. No more be or by GRE for bay into your main desk. Into all the small scale mining companies were registered. You must be registered and registered. Into a bono, I link it to Ghana card. So the way we're going, there was so much transparency that everybody can access what we're doing. So if we use those tools now, you are instilling abaze discipline. You are instilling confidence in what you're doing. Inti jipakuno wo abaze bami anko another we crazy baby another hunter was another obonde abaze. Azamian transparency room. Inti Erica no quite chan but sisi ano obey there. Oh, politicians say
yeah.
I catch politicians be offending site. And I'm drawing inference from a chief coming to tell me that nini penny ebia no enizia politicians ebia no enizia politicians be how I be introduce the Chinese nyam there Chinese no higher the major man ha at that point with that day no make introduce ye meeting you Moroccan na bag it's a Chinese in why it was a bag remember na me catch security guard them say you fast to my friend remember them guy no kita bag obey does bamam one China nasa some the bay. So I try those as an but let me move and then sit in them trouble. So they will find ways of actually doing these things to you,
enticing you with
yes, they will do that. Okay. So I would know the result. It's unfortunate that them and us some no bay, but I keep saying that it is not true. To sabotage the system, and then maybe I am be yes, if the way Charles Bisu. No, it is not true. It affects all of us because you shouldn't have looked at it as Charles Bisu the person.
Yeah,
you should have seen that as a secretary or the committee. Into whatever you're doing, you're denigrating the committee, you're denigrating the MP,
the office of the president,
and that's why you so you did a disservice to the country. Into fast forward, how do we deal with the problem? Let's not focus on Aisha One. Listen, laws naba. The law is not respect.
But did you ever come across Aisha One?
No, I never
at the
met
committee
her.
Level.
I never met her one to one. But then what I heard was that intelligence no, but also baby be potting microphone kwa what's okay. Aisha One no operate into watching the machines 3. Within 2 weeks now for fraba. So when you focus so and this gentleman, our friend Ejekum.
Okay.
At that time Ejekum no boss. Yachi Ashawan ne machine no they make what's hand for fraba. So we're making the business not lucrative for them. Because either any drug cartel deal. Actually, young ones no one on a big intelligence or be sees cocaine na. And at this point, what cocaine on any excavator. Because on no Chamfine is on no bunyazin on the body destroying, but excavator, and I think also 200,000 to 300,000. Now, the baby a week be an agit 2, near agit 3 at yeah, generous not there's no so yeah, it doesn't mean there shouldn't be a solution to that's where we came in with a tracker system. Within the tracker system, and we had the flight hub controlling all of it. European Space Agency for Bagana or by training Minerals Commission of BIA. So that you use satellite images near to there was a call center every few what free and there you check it you there you Juma Kraha a move 2-3 kilometers within this radius. So it is good. I'm being monitored.
Yeah.
Why would you shelve it? Was it not good because it was approved in cabinet, wasn't it?
Interesting. Very interesting. Many the Honorable Charles Bisiona Edin Komo. This is 92.9, 93.3. Kessben TV is live. Kessben Match Jumedi Asuni. Many the Kwame appear could be Mr. Speaker. Honorable, talking about excavators and measures, modalities are modeto and kwaemono. Where were the excavators and where are they still? Those ones are musizi, you know.
Okay, so if you said where were the excavators and
where were they kept and where are they now?
I can't talk about now.
Okay.
I can talk about then.
Okay.
Okay. So I can talk about then. So
now because you are not at post anymore.
Yes, I stepped aside. So okay. So at the time, no, there were 500 excavators. Until the more on now President Mahama said there. That's why he doesn't even have to win the elections in Ghana. Because he doesn't have facts. President Muhammad does not have facts. Because SC 500 excavators to Aban. Why you but that thing it doesn't even exist. So it means that applying it to the various sectors of the economy, you don't even have your facts to even be. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes.
Because I say 500 excavators, why you among the 500 excavators behind you.
How many were there? Okay. Excavators.
Let me explain to you how work at 500, work at 1,000 will be why. You know when you go for an operation, Operation Vanguard, what could do forest reserve and maybe a 10 or another 20.
Yeah.
They record it actually there. Actually 10 excavators. But at the time there were no low beds to move them from the forest.
Okay.
Into what you know I had to control board. Into what no was about there 20, another 10. Okay. But it takes time for you to move
on the low bed.
No, low beds were not in circulation.
Okay.
No, or dorsal. If you low bed, never friend alcohol. If you pre-sale forest reserve be. Like a low bed, no be a war. If you tamale. You have to wait for days for it to come. By the time the bed, soldier for want to win forest war. And the idea was that, and we're all learning on the job. Into Ejuman, it to control, but don't the way immobilize as no, Crawford was smart. What's whilst hunters are trying to shoot without missing, no, the birds are also trying to perch without what, So, into Onosuno, what about no one spare control board? No, we could 2,000.
Then they start operating again.
The way you feel.
Okay.
Into Abocon load bed, but not 10 in your no, I could 2. Until later on, what we realized was that okay, Crawford, the international man, we had low beds waiting in a certain area or bossy. Until I know it. And then we got when that okay, the Yeban Crawford no way then what guide us.
Protected. Okay.
Into Biaka the 500 no. But control board is not pure.
How many of the excavators na the back? Because
it was
I know
around 290.
It was around. It was at a garage, right?
Yeah, 270 or 290.
Okay.
Because you won there work on workers son in our back. Into bond there worker 500. Later, Minister Chermi came out and said that no, on year 500 it was either 270 or 290, and that was what we actually had.
And they are still there. At the time you were living,
no, they were there.
I see.
They were there.
I see. Now this whole mining and then the Galamsey plus the committee, secretary, brought a lot of issues to you personally. I don't know big national and video for seeing what you are seeing now within the sector. Do you regret taking up such a responsibility? President Demao say obeye Jumabua committee no mayesia no kwan, because in your efforts and Crawford denigrating your personality, so to speak, affect your political career to a far extent. We are happy seeing what you are seeing today.
Okay, first of all, I don't think there were many issues. There was one issue.
Okay.
The one issue is what I was doing. And I think to the best of my knowledge, I was doing my best for the country.
Yes.
President the principles was chain on Kessben. What's the yard and Fincham and Amoba? They make sure the Ghanaian, the downtrodden benefited. And for me, I don't regret anything. So what my opportunity now
to do it again.
I don't want to go there. But if I have to do it, the way be a 1,000 times. I don't regret one iota of it. Now,
okay.
Ministers 10 ho. Into show ya na be implement atasa into onyama nkotimo into Bonda America san Mr. Professor they onyama I didn't even know anything about it. Na me your mind.
But they came at you. They came at your person.
Yes, seven and me day to day, you know. Into affect more political career. I don't think will affect political career because sometimes people have to be sacrificed for that awareness.
Okay.
In Tebia, Yankopon, within the wisdom of God, these things have to happen to me so that a man bokoni, I don't have a problem with that. So internet, be your day, Ibia, Crawford, why resurface war bakrum nad because if so was sacrifice him, no, I don't know, and two no sacrifice or man jobianiska, and anas mean that uncle Tema, no, in the name of Guasi, that's why he's done a disservice to Ghana. You get my point. You see. It hasn't actually affected my political career. I see it as more like the story of Joseph.
Okay.
As no Fida was saying, but it's in the light.
It's meant for the good.
And them and us videos. No, I want to wait to my about to be John Kasa because I know that I've done nothing. Atasa and my pay because time I see that no about initially it affected people around me, but people believed in me that meant to them. Atasa, and I need to prove it. And I believe that Obandam Grofu Pia today, Yakasa say, Ebona Shawan was so okay, sex videos. Atasa, Mecca Symbian and Grofu say, Anamus or Miss.
I've seen that article.
Yes,
it will be a crime, so be publishing those videos.
Yes, because you see, the man in the organ, you blackmail Grofu.
Okay,
Atasa, Bonbia or Nezi, mobile. For a married man or woman or whatever to go and sleep with, or an immoral act.
Yeah.
Until we talk about morality, morality. In fact, now, sir, sister, into our sex videos into no prosecute nana. Into so many young girls are doing these things. Everyone will course will be no wait a video, no back way. These things must stop. When kada one young catch them no so why are they? Okay, but I shall in Zian. I shall one is your sister. That one, there's something called consent.
Yeah.
I just told them, you know, I can them. And you know, now without the knowledge and video, if you say made one, until less granted, now if you any drug cartel be no man, I say okay, how the customs officer and more video be a more shown to more for drugs in YouTube. Now, I don't show no, I'm a corner. No, I will say go and show the video because on your issue of morality, it's not crime, unless of course I'm raping you. Atasa, ono no crime. Another nipa do kuna no nyinche dem no under age. Ono ne atasa. So let's yanchichemi because since you aka the system no and the awareness isn't there. Into comfort ye video, what they're doing now. What may ye adjunifical I'm saying dealings no do. And they share them immoral act of it no.
Okay.
Atasa. But I want there's something called menswear and then actresses.
Yeah.
So nipa kuno okay shedem no. On this no a crime. On you catch them no menswear the intention to commit crime. No on you catch them you know on you say the action which also be real ama wanfa drugs name chumo togo border musho. That person on mum no operation to say or videos be either with zinechi no watch no prosecuting. I end the man galam say we hon nyina wo boss one young girl so catch chimping fun pi no one you na deda no your videos be and that's I'm a victim of these things because them man has video by the day before no be from there or there young kasanam so me so effort must go ahead and show it because some mama when show video na be could chase kebia 10 years down the line, Pakuba catch lose Kakuna and Wasa. Into San Butcher for Butcher. I'm
just 1 minute. Your time, that's all. The way forward for this. Now, young fancy, my time, that's
the way forward is that I think one medium see a best one. In Yayam Bodu, now I think I'm appealing to the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources Minerals Commission that the roadmap was approved by cabinet in 90 let us not duplicate things.
Okay,
let's delve into it to use the things that was approved by cabinet. Say yeah my own core cabinet be no one kada cabinet kada ma one atasa now no so no aban spend this kebi no was the margin. Let's not let money go waste.
Okay,
atasa. And I think that finally we need to be transparent in what we're doing. We must comply with what we do, and the monitoring must be sustained.
Okay,
that's the only way forward.
Thank you very much, Honorable. The Honorable Charles Bisiu, former Secretary to the Inter-ministerial Committee on